Wherever you may be watching around the world, we are live on Main Event Boxing from the Allphones Arena in Sydney, Australia. And after what seems like months of preparation, it is finally main event time. Anthony Mundine, Shane Mosley, Barry Michael, Ted Kofi, literally just minutes away. Anthony's celebrating fight number 50 in his decorated career and could well be his most important.
Oh, well, definitely, it's a fight that it could be a career-defining fight for sure. I mean, he's basically said if he loses, he retires, and if he did lose, where could he go? It's a fight that he's been looking for a long time against one of the big, legendary names of world boxing in Sugar Shane Mosley. Look, I think it's going to be a very interesting contest. I think the early rounds are going to tell the story. If Choc's got the speed and power to keep a very powerful, fast, hard-punching opponent in Shane Mosley off.
An amazing trainer, as we're getting a little look at the moment, Teddy, but amazing trainer, really self-motivated young man, a complete professional in the lead-up to a fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, if there's any time to exceed expectations, then this is the time. I mean, to get a W over Shane Mosley in any capacity is a massive, massive positive. If I was Anthony Mundine, I would use my heart, I'd use my strength to try and push him, and if he can even try and get the stoppage, then he'll be able to do something that nobody else has done. You know, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo, everyone that's ever fought him has never been able to stop him. So if he can get the W and the KO, then it's going to be massive, massive props.
Beating Shane Mosley is one thing, as Teddy said, stopping him is something completely different. Does Anthony's game plan revolve around beating him, not trying to stop him, knowing it's highly unlikely?
Yeah, I think undoubtedly. I think Choc realises he's in for the full 12-round fight, most likely, and I think he'll try and, as you said before, use his reach, use his speed. We know he's a great defensive master at his best, and that's what it's about. I mean, staying away from this man, keeping away with the jab, not letting Shane Mosley get up close and work his body shots, work his overhand rights, and work his left hooks.
Shane Mosley up in weight, Teddy, to light middleweight. Comfortable there, in your opinion, or where's he best?
Probably, I think he's best at welterweight. Yeah. But in saying that, gosh, how good would he feel? He's on his beautiful business class flight to Australia, eating steak and turkey and chicken, whatever he's had, and looking very fresh, looking very refreshed. But in saying that, I don't think the weight has slowed him down. Look, all the advantages go to Shane Mosley apart from the distance and time zone. He just looks very fresh. He looks very, very well and healthy. And it's going to be interesting if if Anthony cannot take advantage of him early.
Sugar Shane Mosley going through preparation's been exhaustive, almost two-part preparation for both Shane Mosley and Anthony Mundine. But it is now over, the preparation anyway, because it's fight time as we head centre ring here in Sydney. Indigenous dances, Indigenous music, celebrating Anthony and his family. Very proud heritage. It's all part of the build-up to a big-time fight, but something Anthony takes very personally, very seriously.
Fair enough too, and you know, Anthony's always done a lot for the Aboriginal people. You know, he's a great believer in the culture of the Aboriginal people, as I am as well. And you know, it's a heritage of this country, and you know, great to see on the world stage.
What's going on backstage, Teddy? Give us an insight into how not the body, how the mind is going in the dressing rooms.
Good point, actually, Andy. All the hard work is done. I mean, it's a mind game right now. You know, you've done your training. There's nothing more you can do from a physical standpoint. The game can be won or lost mentally now, and you know, it's about composure. It's about replaying or forward playing the fight through your mind and seeing if you can work out a strategy to be successful. There'll be nerves, obviously, but wow, a strategical battle we're all waiting for, and I can't wait to see.
Sir Anthony dropped down in weight. He didn't look healthy yesterday at the weigh-in. That was the observation of many when we saw him here with Ben a little earlier. Far more relaxed. He looked like he'd got the fluid back into him.
Yep. He did. He looked quite composed. He looked, you know, fatter in the face. He looked very drawn at the weigh-in. You know, honestly, I've always doubted that this weight, you know, 69.7 is the limit. I think he came in at 69.5. If he could fight, you know, top level at this weight, and tonight he's in against one of the greats. So, I mean, I think the first few rounds will tell a story, because I think Shane Mosley, he's here, he means business, and he's going to come out bombing, I think, and he is a fast starter, Mosley, very fast starter.
Shane Mosley debuted back in 1993, 20 years ago, Teddy. He was a guy that Anthony really looked up to for so many years. So in many aspects, Anthony Mundine is fighting one of his idols here tonight. We can see the man making his way to centre ring, so that is where we'll go to Ben Damon.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's time to bring out our fighters for the feature events. Please welcome Anthony Mundine. and his opponent, Shane Mosley. Ladies and gentlemen, from Allphones Arena, Sydney, Australia, we bring you 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA's Light Middleweight International title. We welcome those watching through main event television and at Fox Sports venues across Australia, plus our viewers around the world, including those in the United States of America through ESPN. Tonight, our judges officiating at ringside will be Ferland Marsh, Sergio Kays and Will Sulos. And when the bell sounds, the third man in the ring will be our referee, Raul Kays Sr. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the presence of boxing greatness. And this is the main event of the evening. Introducing our fighters, firstly, in the blue corner. He wears black and yellow trunks. He fights out of Redfern, Sydney, and is trained by his father, the great Tony Mundine. He weighed in 69.65 kilograms, and tonight is having his 50th professional bout. His record, 49 fights, 44 wins, 26 by the way of knockout, and 5 losses. He is a 3-time world champion. He is an Australian sporting superstar, Anthony "The Man" Mundine. Introducing the red corner. He wears black trunks. He hails from Pomona, California, and is trained by his father, Jack Mosley. He weighed in 69.1 kilograms and has an outstanding professional record. 57 fights, 47 wins, 39 by knockout, 1 draw and 8 losses. A 6-time world champion across 3 weight divisions. A future Hall of Famer and one of the greatest of all time. He is Sugar Shane Mosley.
Take his jacket off, please. Okay, gentlemen, both your trunks are high, so punches here and here are fine. Give your instructions downstairs. Shake hands and good luck to both of you.
Raul Kays Sr., our referee, the man in the middle. And this is the moment. We have waited many months for Anthony "The Man" Mundine and Sugar Shane Mosley to finally lace them up and square up. And that time has come. in the light or junior middleweight division.
All seconds down. Ready? Ready?
And we are on, live from Sydney, Australia. Anthony Mundine, Sugar Shane Mosley, 12 3-minute rounds. The light heavyweight division for the vacant WBA International light middleweight or super welterweight title. It is Mosley in the solid black trunks, Mundine in the black and yellow. Experience slightly, it favours Mosley. Speed, many would suggest, favours Mundine. Power, Mosley. Height and reach, Mundine. Very even on paper, but the favourite going into it is the fast American, the future Hall of Famer.
All the talk is over now. They're both in the ring, and I think the story is going to be told early in the first couple of rounds.
Yeah, I think I have to agree, Ted. When we see the first couple of serious exchanges, you know, at the moment, both having a look at each other. Good jab there from Mosley. Trot fires back with a good right to body.
It was a good return by Mundine.
Right, straight back.
Hands are free, gentlemen. Step back and punch.
Does Anthony want to have it on the inside? He has the height and has the reach advantage. He wants to keep it from the outside.
That's correct, Andy. He looks visibly bigger than Shane Mosley.
Oh, he's a far bigger man. I mean, he's fought most of his career, you know, twice world champion at 76 kilos, and then world champion at 72.5, and now at 69.5. It's phenomenal at 38 years of age to do this, I think, to be honest.
Oh, Mosley goes swinging early.
I expected him to do that, Mosley. I expected him to be very well seen by Chop.
Hands are free, gentlemen. Step back and punch.
Always been a defensive genius, Anthony Mundine.
Absolutely. So sharp in the eye.
No, don't push his head down.
Anthony with a little driving left hand through the middle of that.
When he's at his best, Anthony Mundine has got great foot and hand speed, and he'll need it in this fight.
2 minutes down of round one.
Hands high, elbows in for Anthony, striking with the left.
Good jab.
Doubling up with the jab.
Jab landed well that time.
Mosley with the driving straight right hand.
Watch your feet, gentlemen. Watch
What
your
we
feet.
are seeing is lightning fast feet in front of us here. Two very good movers. Mosley circling around to his left.
Mundine feinting, looking for that opening.
Contrasting styles illustrated already in the opening round of this junior middleweight contest.
Mundine's jab, I think, is the most effective weapon so far in this round.
That's right. He's offsetting Shane Mosley somewhat, and Mosley hasn't been able to land any of those devastating punches.
Yeah.
Get back, Shane. You're holding. Stop! Stop! Break! 10 seconds. Stop at the bell.
Referee with one eye on the boxes and one eye on the clock. Calls an end to it after round number one. Back to the corners where this is their first opportunity for Jack Mosley, for Tony Mundine to reassess game plans.
Ref, behind the back, ref.
Get ready, Dad.
Don't turn your side. He's to the side. Pick up his side.
He's hitting the kidney, bro.
He's trying to wrestle you. No, but he's trying to punch me inside.
Hey, no punching back here, son. You didn't turn that much, but be careful with it. Okay, man?
Yeah, so don't just relax.
All seconds down.
Anthony Mundine
And out.
taking the deep ones in after 3 minutes. Potentially there is 33 minutes remaining between him and a victory. Otherwise he would have to do what no one else before him has been able to: stop Shane Mosley.
That's very true, and I bet he's happy the first round's over.
Yep.
And his jab was, as I said, that dictated that first round.
Yeah. It was good.
Mundine very front foot here. Doesn't want to allow Shane the ascendancy. Very different stances, very different fighters. Full stop.
Mosley looking for that shot.
Yeah, he's trying to set it up, but Mundine's doing well by keeping that distance.
physical difference between the two.
Very obvious, isn't it?
Isn't it? Mundine just so much bigger. Yes, they came in at the same weight yesterday, or roughly. Anthony, the bigger human. Naturally bigger, should we say.
Watch your elbows, watch your elbows. All right, stop! Let's go. Box.
Not taking anything early in this one. Now, referee.
I think Mosley has to let his hands go if he wants to prove his value.
Just thinking exactly the same thing, Ted.
Yeah.
He's not throwing punches. You know, he's hesitant.
He's very hesitant.
Now, is that because Chock is, you know, keeping him off balance, feinting, moving, and his jab is a winner at the moment. He's looking very poised, Anthony Mundine here.
All right, stop! Break. Let's go. Box.
Well, if the fight carries on like this, guys, I mean, Anthony's just going to grow in confidence. I mean,
yeah,
he's already taken the forward foot, which is a bit of a surprise this early.
It is to me too, and you know, I expected more from Mosley early, and he's not. He's certainly not. He's certainly not putting it together at the moment, Mosley.
Whether Mosley's trying to drag Anthony in with a false sense of security or not, but a different looking Shane Mosley. Happening 2 rounds, I've got to say.
And a nice job by Anthony Mundine.
Yeah, beautiful, really using his complete length. Mosley on the inside, trying to rip into the body.
Well, you know, they say boxers can age overnight, and I guess if he does, if Shane does, then this is Anthony's prayers have been answered.
Yeah, well, that was a good left rip he did land, Mosley, though. I've been hearing from Sam Solomon how powerful Mosley's left rip to the body is, and he did land one good one, but so far, Anthony Mundine, you know, quitting himself very well, keeping Mosley off balance and frustrating him.
Got his dad with him here and as the principal in this corner. Sparring leading into this. He was sparring with his son, and initially Sergio Mora. Sammy Solomon, Daniel Gill have all been part of the preparation for Shane Mosley.
You see what I'm saying? 3-punch combination. But again, relax. You know, get into your zone. Don't worry about what the shit he's doing. Get into your zone. Off rhythm, 3-punch combination. Those 3 punches out of the 3, they will hit. Always 3-punch combinations work.
Anthony's just pressuring him down to everybody's surprise. He's touching him with a jab. He's taking the center of the ring. He's just taking control. A beautiful jab there from Anthony Mundine. I mean, if this is the trend of the fight, then what a great effort it's going to be from Anthony Mundine.
Great jab. The jab, you know, certainly dominating at the moment.
Anthony, fix the fucking front. Jesus Christ.
Anthony very relaxed in the corner, sharing a joke with the referee almost in the start of round number 3. A very intense Shane-Jack Mosley combination in the red corner. He started like he was out partying in King's Cross last night, Shane Mosley, just trying to shake the cobwebs out.
Maybe he was.
Certainly was very slow off the mark, which, you know, sort of I expect him to come out very fast.
8 left up there from Anthony Mundine to Shane Mosley.
Oh, over the top, Mosley with a solid right hand. His best shot of the fight so far.
That actually hurt Mundine. He's fired. He's come back well, though.
He responds very aggressively to a shot, Anthony Mundine. He has done throughout his entire career. A counter puncher, counter aggressor.
Get your hand out of there, Anthony. Get your hand out. Shane, let him go. Hands are free. Push back and punch.
This round certainly livened up somewhat before, in comparison to the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Get your hand out of there, Anthony. Let him go, Anthony. All right, stop. Break. Deep breath, both.
This is actually a very smart fight from Anthony Mundine to clinch him on the inside, just to tire him out, to use his weight and size on him. It's a good strategy.
Anthony picked him off beautifully with a straight driving left hand in the middle of that.
Yeah.
Shane gets taken with another. Flung back against the ropes. That Mosley shuffle forward.
And you can just see Anthony growing in confidence.
Absolutely.
was hurt with the overhand right, but recovered quickly, and he's dominating since.
Yeah, Barry, he recovered very well. Very much a new face in the United States of America, Anthony Mundine. Just the one fight over your way against Bronco McCart about 18 months ago. You've heard the noise about him. You may not have always liked what you heard, but you've heard it. Here he is against your very own Shane Mosley,
who just received a lovely right hand from Anthony Mundine.
Arrived early in Australia, very early on both occasions. Shane Mosley acclimatised well, isn't going to use preparation or lack thereof as an excuse in any way, shape or form. At the moment, it's strike power, it's pace, and that's all Anthony Mundine.
It sure is. Anthony's looking very good. He's throwing some nice right hands, which are landing.
Yeah, he's landing good combos, and Mosley just can't seem to get off. He's being picked off in all directions at the moment.
Yeah, I think the jab's working very well for Anthony Mundine. It's setting up everything.
Deep breath. Let's go, gentlemen. Come on.
Big overhand right there, chopping right from Mosley.
Oh, Mosley head hunting here. Final seconds of round number 3. He has 39 knockouts in 47 wins. Shane Mosley, we know he's got the power.
Start dominating that round. You stay busy, simple. You win the fight. You don't stay busy. You don't stay busy. You got to be consistent. Same thing. Do the same thing. Get into your zone. Don't worry about this shit. Just keep your right hand right here. Keep your guards loose. Right here, so you can get to the body. Okay, you got him up here a little too tight.
Taking a look at some of the highlights from the previous round. A beautiful driving straight right hand from Anthony Mundine. Again, utilising every bit of reach advantage that he possesses. We march into round number 4. Boys touch them up one more time. 42-year-old against a 38-year-old. Both look 21 in the early moments of this one.
Hands are free. Step back and punch.
Well, you know, there's no doubt.
Break. Not talking.
You
Not
can
talking.
see the wear and tear on Mosley. He's not, you know, the fluent punching boxer that we've seen in the past. He's just at this stage not putting him together.
He's not, but Anthony's done very well to keep him at the distance.
Yeah, saying that, Ted, Anthony Mundine is boxing brilliantly.
Yes.
Break.
He's been quiet. He's been subdued this week, in particular at the press conference. Anthony, unusual. Who would have thought the week of fight week?
Yes.
And he would have been outrated in national sledging by the cricket skipper, Michael Clark.
You know, I've never seen him, Anthony Mundine, keep his elbows in as tight as he is for this fight.
He's really protecting himself well in every angle.
Stop! Let him go. Let him go. Turn around. Turn around. Let's go. Box.
Mosley starting with the feeling left and trying to generate some power up through the hips with his right hand. He gets Mundine with a nice right.
It's hurt Mundine.
That caught his attention.
That Mundine's, that right hand stunned Mundine.
Mosley has been stumbled. He is rocked, and here comes Anthony. The American with the rugby league tackle. No one has ever stopped Sugar Shane Mosley. Anthony Mundine is looking to create history. He peppers him with another right hand.
And Anthony Mundine's definitely looking for the KO here.
Wow. Mundine was hurt, and then Mosley was badly hurt. Still is.
An amazing sequence of events. Almost as bizarre as the lead-up to the fight itself. What we have seen here in round number 4. Anthony chasing the future Hall of Famer across the ring. Short little uppercut from Mundine. Mosley strikes defiantly, is almost as if to say, I'm not done, not yet.
Exactly. Mosley's always dangerous. I mean, he's fighting off instincts and he's got that power. But Anthony Mundine is really, really taking advantage of this.
Anthony Mundine's looking strong and his right hand's looking very powerful. Dead set had Mosley in all sorts of trouble.
Mosley is not seeing the left hand of Anthony Mundine. Again, the Australian picks him off with a beautiful jab.
Good run for Anthony Mundine.
I don't know who wrote the script. I don't think many of us saw it coming.
You know, I can't see this fight going the distance either way. Someone's going to knock the other one out.
Just moving your head. Put some ice on the towel. I want to give him some oxygen.
No, let me revive him. Let's revive him.
Listen,
Catch him.
move your head, Shane. You standing there waiting on him, okay? You have to move your head and get in there. And when you get in there,
how we doing?
Good. Move your damn head and punch him. Don't wait on him. Okay.
A beautiful right hand there from Sugar Shane Mosley that had Anthony Mundine in all kinds of trouble. But as you see here, Anthony Mundine came back well and caught some and gave some beautiful punishment in return. Lovely right hands.
What a round from Anthony Mundine. Match-defining, career-defining, perhaps as a result.
All right, stop! Break! Deep breath. Both of you. Let's go.
Referee's controlled this well. Raul Caes Sr. Mundine bombing with the right hand. Father Jack very critical in the corner.
No.
In between rounds, that not moving your head.
Hold on.
Defensively.
Don't push yourself down.
Asking him to do some basic boxing skills.
For a guy that's had 57 odd fights, you would think it would be second nature.
Yeah, you really would.
He's just a little off tonight, Shane.
Yeah,
taking nothing away from Anthony at all.
True, but Mosley just doesn't seem to be able to be fluent. You know, he doesn't seem to be able to be putting them together. It's one at a time.
Mundine's power again has rocked Shane Mosley here.
Yes, that right hand again.
Many saw the photos of Anthony from the weigh-in last night and feared the worst, that he'd cooked himself, that he dropped too much weight.
Mosley looks unsteady.
Yeah.
Mosley does look unsteady.
He does. He's not taking the punches well, and Anthony's just delivering some sneaky uppercuts and right hands, and Mosley's not faring well when he receives them.
No, you're right. You're dead right, Ted.
Five-time world champion at lightweight, welterweight and junior middleweight, Shane Mosley, looking for a career extension at the expense of Anthony Mundine. Interesting to note, he's fought 9 times as a fully fledged junior middleweight. He's 4 win, 3 loss, 1 no contest.
No, don't push his face back. Don't push his face back. Let's go.
"60 seconds remains, round number 5. The intrigue continues, it intensifies.
It certainly does. I think the script was definitely lost on all them return flights back to the USA, because Anthony is stalking. He's the one looking stronger, fitter, fresher, has the better strategy.
He sure is.
No, don't push his face.
Mosley occasionally gets a couple off, but Mundine out punching him, out boxing him.
Out everything at this stage.
Yes.
Mosley thrown back into the corner here. Mundine with the overhand rights. He doubles them up.
Hands are free.
Shane moves back into the clinch. Happily.
All right, stop. Break. Deep breath. Deep breath, both of you. Let's go. Pause.
He's big on the deep breaths, isn't he, Raul Caes Sr.?
You know, when you look at Mosley's last fight, it was an awesome victory over Pablo Cesar Cano, who's a very well-performed Mexican.
Guy that, you know, recently fought Paulie Malignaggi for a world title. And
Lots of disputed decisions.
Just, yeah.
He's not happy with Mosley, complaining about back pain there as well.
I get lazy. Come on. You dominate? Yeah, He's not on you. He's easy with you, bro.
Okay. Yeah, but you're trying too hard. You gotta relax, man. He think he got you. You gotta fool him. You gotta trick him. But keep your damn hands up and stop going straight back. Just step over this way. Step over this way. That's the stuff you teach the kids. Do the same thing. Okay, this round 6. You got to be off the line.
Shane Mosley motioning. There's an issue with his back.
Yes.
Early signs.
Yes, good bad sign.
There's a lot of advantages in having a father as your trainer.
Yeah.
A lot of disadvantages and negatives as well, because we don't always listen to mum and dad as much as we should.
Exactly.
And I really don't know if Shane was listening to Jack.
Oh, he's taking some good punches there. No, it's the emotional aspect of the whole parenthood thing. But his father was pleading with him.
Hands are free, gentlemen. Hands are free. Step back and punch. All right, stop! Stop! Break. Deep breath. Deep breath, Paul. Let's go.
It sounds strange to say this in round 6, but it's Mosley that has to dig deep to get through this.
Yes.
Absolutely it is.
All right, stop!
He's in all sorts in the ring and all sorts of trouble on the judges' scorecards for mine anyway.
Exactly.
Well, I don't think Mosley's won a round.
Ripping into the body again of Anthony Mundine, whose left rib cage is about medium rare at the moment.
But still, it's not doing that much damage. You know, Mundine's he is very red there, but he is in superb condition. And it's Mosley that was complaining of the bad back.
When Shane Mosley throws a rip to the body, even my ribs hurt.
Mundine's continuing to control this fight. Even when Mosley does hit back, Mosley seems to be lunging and just surviving. Good right hand.
Chuck is just picking him off.
Beautiful.
And this dude is world class. Mundine shining.
Boxing brilliantly.
He is up and down, head and body. It makes you wonder why this fight didn't take place 8 years ago.
Certainly.
That's the rear vision mirror. That's something Anthony will look in at times, whatever his career does from this point.
Exactly right.
All right, stop! Back of the head. Keep it.
Just looking to accelerate. Mundine here. And pretty confident that Mosley can't go with him.
Yeah, it looks that way, Andy. I mean, Anthony's looking $1 million here tonight.
He certainly is. I mean, he's boxing well. He's out-muscling Mosley. He's landing the heavier shots. You know, Mosley landed that good right hand about round 2. That hurt Mundine, but hasn't really landed a big shot since.
Mundine spins out of trouble. Mosley tries to drive to the body with his lead shot. Anthony saw that coming a mile away.
Anthony Mundine fighting the perfect fight, just staying in the middle of the ring, touching with the jab, setting up the punches, having dominance here.
Get your hand out of the Shane. Let him go.
You know, it's a case of a good big man always beats a good little man here. Because at the moment, Anthony Mundine well on his way to victory. Shane Mosley, you know, losing every round at the moment.
I think it's just fabulous that it's finally on.
Yes.
After all the nonsense in the lead-up, a promoter that's no one's heard of, you know, since it was initially cancelled, Golden Boy's concerns.
Get back to that, I understand that. But we still gotta win this fight. This is round 8, right? We gotta win this fight, okay? You gotta do it. You gotta go in there and relax. You gotta go to the body. You gotta keep doing it. Yeah.
A couple more rounds, see what happens. My back.
No, he can make it. He can make it. Okay?
Jack, you got a punch. I'm not gonna let them get hurt, okay?
All right, now you don't get hurt. Maybe you're an old man already.
If you take a look at some of the highlights from the previous round, Teddy, Jack Mosley wants to hear nothing of a sore back. He's telling his son and his fighter, you've just got to go out there and win it.
Correct. I mean, look, Shane's been taking some shots, but, you know, Jack Mosley, like, just worked through it.
At the moment, that's easy said than done.
Let me get him. Hold on.
Doctor's coming in, looks like.
Here we go.
His back is hurting. That's why he can't move. I think we got to stop it. Come on over. No, you got to get out, Jack. You got to get out. Yeah, if his back is bad, we got to stop it. Yeah, he's like having spasms, I think. Yeah, got to stop it. Yeah. Stop it, Shane. I'm sorry. You can't fight it.
Shane Mosley, with the assistance of the ref and the doctor, has quit. Unbelievable scenes.
You know what? There'll be a rematch.
He can just ask for Floyd Mayweather now, or Canelo, or anybody. I mean, he's done something nobody on the planet's been able to do.
Yes.
Yet somehow Shane still walks away with his dignity, saying, I haven't been stopped.
Well, he has been.
Officially.
Really. Well, he hasn't been KO'd.
He hasn't been KO'd.
The record will show that he didn't complete this fight.
There are people around the globe watching this and scratching their heads a little perhaps too, as we are here at ringside, as we watch Anthony and Shane embrace, and the families heavily involved in the lead up to tonight. Where do we go from here? What happens now? Is it a rematch where
perhaps
everyone recoups or makes some money?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what Shane Mosley has to say for himself.
Congratulations to Anthony Mundine, who was on top of Shane Mosley from minute 1 to the final minute.
Give him some muscle relaxers or something, you know, just to...
Shane, the referee gave the doctor no alternative but to call it.
Regardless of what happens, it's a very, very good win for Anthony Mundine.
A massive win, and he looked $1 million.
He didn't drop around.
He did look good, and I think something tells me he's going to find his voice again after this fight.
He may well. Yeah, look out.
He's got a good reason to.
There's the doctor and the referee in consultation with Shane, and the emotion, the elation on the face of the winner, Anthony Mundine.
Yeah, you got to work on it.
Victorious. Let's go centre ring amongst the mayhem somewhere is Benny Damon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shane Mosley has been unable to continue with injury. So this is a TKO at the end of the 6th round. Your winner and the new WBA International Light Middleweight Champion, Anthony "The Man" Mundine.
Embracing again, Anthony and Shane centre ring. I would love to know what's being said. We will find out very shortly. Ben is going to catch up with Anthony for a word or two. In fact, he's with him right now.
Anthony, obviously, that's not exactly the way you wanted it to finish, but you'd be very happy with the way you were dominating that fight. This must feel pretty good.
Yeah, man. First of all, I just want to praise be to God for giving us both health and for us to be here and entertain you guys. I want to give my hat out to Shane. I know he's a warrior. He's one of the best fighters that ever lived, man. And no matter what you say, he's not going to just punk out just because of, you know, something stupid. It was pretty, obviously, back spasms that got him. But I'm just happy with the victory, man. And, you know, only when he's up, I just want to try and fight the best fighters. He just beat the, you know, Mexican guy, Cano, last fight outing, and they had big dreams for him. And I just want to, you know, before that, had Alvarez, so I want to just mix it with him, man.
What were your tactics coming into this fight? It obviously worked pretty well. You managed to pick him off quite well.
Man, I knew he had a dangerous right hand. He had a good leap and left hook. He caught me a couple of times. He rocked me one time, but I was able to recover because of my fitness. So I had my left hand tight, but he just caught in between the guard and got me one time, but I'm still looking all right.
You've been talking about this fight being a stepping stone to bigger fights overseas, particularly in America. Do you think that the way that it's finished, that is still a possibility?
Well, there will be interest. You know, me beating Shane obviously on a international scale because Shane is who Shane is. I mean, you're talking about one of the best, I reckon, top 5 pound fighters of the last, century. So I mean, man, I've got utmost respect for him. It was hard trying to put it on him. I remember I was in that killer mode. I wasn't going to go down without fighting hard and courageous.
I don't know if I overheard, but was it said that maybe the two of you will fight again?
I don't know, man. It's up to my management. We had the opportunity tonight to duke it out. Obviously, it was unfortunate for what happened to him, but I felt I was dominating the fight. I just want to try and get the big fish.
All right, congratulations, Anthony.
Thank you.
And we'll talk to Shane Mosley. Shane, first of all, tell us exactly what it was that forced you to stop this fight.
Well, the referee came to me and I guess he felt my back and he noticed I wasn't bobbing and weaving and I wasn't really moving. And I was just kind of standing straight up and, he asked the doctor to come over and look at my back and that's, it was, I couldn't move.
Was this something you came into the fight with as a problem or did it just develop through the fight?
No, it was something that developed through the fight. It didn't come with back spasm or anything. It's just something, I guess, in the heat of the battle and, I caught a back spasm.
How did you feel that the fight was going up until that point?
I thought that I was behind. I thought that Mundine was outpointing me. But I still felt that I had a puncher's chance where maybe I could have caught him in later rounds. I was kind of trying to set him up for the okey doke. And, my back, I just couldn't move.
Do you think that there's a possibility that you'll fight Anthony again? Is that something you'd want to do?
I mean, what's done is done right here. We're both getting up in age, and I'm sure that he wants to try to tickle some of the younger fighters out there. It's truly up to him. But, if it was me, I would probably want to face some of the up-and-coming fighters and get named for myself out there in America. So,
do you think that what he did in those rounds against you tonight will open doors in the United States for Anthony Mundine?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And, he's up there just like I am. And, sometimes when you look good, sometimes the fighters don't want to fight you. So, he looked pretty good tonight. He threw his jabs, right hand. He did everything right. And I took him half to him. He fought a good fight.
And Shane, will you be fighting on? Will you be continuing your boxing career?
Well, I'll go home and take a look at the tape and take a look at what's going on. And I'll make my decision when I get home.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us in Australia and bad luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Shane Mosley, one of the greatest of all time, ladies and gentlemen.
Shane Mosley, have we seen the last of Shane Mosley? Is that how a glittering and decorated career finishes in Sydney, Australia with back spasms after being taught a lesson by Anthony Mundine? Because up until the stoppage, that is exactly what happened, Teddy.
Yeah, exactly right. Look, it would be a very, very sad way to see Sugar Shane Mosley exit the sport of boxing, but it's also a credible way for him to exit the sport of boxing because, the way he performed tonight, taking nothing away from Anthony Mundine, he wasn't really the Sugar Shane Mosley that any of us anticipated at all.
Looked a little off, rounds 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And you didn't need to be a boxing commentator or an analyst to pick that. It was evident for all to see.
It certainly was. There was no real fluency or combinations put together by Mosley. But, saying that, he was kept off balance by the jab. I mean, look, this back spasm injury, I can't say that I've really seen something like that happened before. Ted, of you, where someone stopped with back spasms?
To be fair, Barry, I haven't seen it, but look, he's got a massive name. He's a guaranteed future Hall of Famer. I think it's fair to say that he would have to have a serious back injury to help this. To make this decision. Because this is going to define his whole career. He's never been stopped, and that's been his claim to fame. And now he has been stopped.
I think what you'll see is a rematch. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, I mean, Shane said it best. If I was Anthony, I'd go after some of the young guys. You know, but
what about the smile on the face, sorry, Teddy, of Anthony Mundine walking back to the dressing room? He is delighted. It is dream come true material for the man who, at 38 years of age, would feel like he's 28 years of age as we go through what has been an interesting and entertaining night here at the Allphones Arena. Early, Ted, it was the jab. And from the jab, the right hand found rhythm, found purpose and power. Shane didn't have the answers to the questions Anthony was asking.
Exactly right. He questioned him on a couple of occasions, tapped him with a straight left, touched him with the right hand. And Anthony, Sugar Shane just could not respond. You know, when he started throwing them wild right hands, Anthony responded in kind. I mean, he really just gave it back to him in the, you know, more so than he received it. So this was Anthony Mundine's night. All the stars aligned. And geez, you know, he walked in with the crowd cheering and the crowd booing the opponent. So it was just looking good for him from the start.
Anthony Mundine, winner via TKO.